We'll deal with that one in a minute. Mr. Flowers?
I think that was it for me. I only have this morning.
Yes, you're right. Let me see. Mr. Flowers also has a pretrial this morning. Where's that one? There's that. I guess so. Mr. Flowers, why don't you come have a seat? I will make you stand up there at the podium.
Judge, which flowers do you want?
Please take your hat off if you would.
I think I'll take my hat off.
Thank you. Are you Keith Carlton Flowers?
No, I'm Keith Carlton. My family name is Flowers.
All right. Why don't you take Mr. Flowers back in the lockup and we'll leave him there until about 5 o'clock this evening. Mr. Flowers, you're too old for this and I'm too old for this. We've been dancing this dance for
You're
35
absolutely
years.
right, Judge.
So why don't you come up here and be respectful to me and I will be respectful to you.
I will do that.
All right. Please come have a seat.
I will do that.
Right
I'm not
here,
here to do
right
my
here,
right.
right here.
Oh. Okay,
Please have a seat and then we'll delineate what the charges are. This is file 23. Good morning, Mr. Stefanos. This is file 23348ST, People versus Keith Carlton Flowers. That's what his mother named him. He's charged with driving suspended second offense, having no insurance under the insurance code, and failing to obtain a Michigan license plate. He also has a charge of driving suspended second offense and no insurance on a different date, which is file 22801. That's set for a pretrial today. Mr. Flowers also has $1,000+ of unpaid fines and costs going back to 2007. He gets tickets and then routinely doesn't pay them. He has a disagreement about how the Michigan jurisprudence system should operate. And for many years has felt he doesn't need a driver's license or a license plate. So these charges are pending. My preference, Mr. Flowers, would be to get an attorney to help you with this. What's your preference?
Judge, I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem. Besides, my name is not Flowers. My given name is Keith Keith. My family name, just let me ask you a question, Judge. If you was in a family reunion with Middletons and somebody just called out Middleton, who do you think would respond?
I would.
The whole family? No, I see your name up there as Jeffrey.
Yes.
But
All
all
right, well, I don't
Middletons,
want to fight about this. What do you want to do about the charges?
what I want to do, well, I know I'm not, because officer, I didn't, officer, I'm sorry. I am a man here. From my major judge. And I just want to go through this life and finish it out and be able to travel and enjoy myself. That's all. Enjoy my property, which is what I was doing. And I have an alienable right to do that.
Inalienable. All right, you and I have been dancing this dance since I was a young prosecutor. You're 85 years old.
That's right.
And you're still banging your head against the wall. And
Well, let me ask you this.
I don't want to engage in a question and answer session.
That's
What
right.
do you wish to do? Do you wish me to get a lawyer to help you with this?
Well, the problem is, Judge, is lawyers don't want to handle these kind of issues because they're afraid to lose their license. Because this is what is not supposed to be talked about in legal land. Now, Judge, I know you think I'm crazy, but the record shows
I
I
don't
never
think
hurt anybody. I just want to go through this world, enjoy myself, and enjoy people.
You're stubborn. I don't know about crazy.
You know,
You're so stubborn you went to federal prison. But
yeah, over something I didn't do. How do you evade taxes when you never filed a damn thing? And what taxes I paid in, they kept.
well, the federal government doesn't take real
Well, let me ask
kindly
you
to
this.
this. You enjoy these colloquies and you enjoy using the court's time and you enjoy this
No, I don't.
philosophical debate about whether you should be able to travel or not. I'm over it. You and I have been fighting this fight for 40 years. I looked at your driving record. It's full of tickets and failed.
Yeah, but
stop.
no accidents.
All right. Stop.
No mail NC.
Uh,
No drunken driving.
correct.
None of it. It's
All
just
right.
all.
Stop.
Huh?
I get to talk first, then you get to talk. And you don't talk when I'm talking. You got a lot of tickets, FCJ, 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 stands for fail to comply with judgment. You get a ticket, you wouldn't pay it. They suspended your license, you haven't had a license. A few years ago, they changed the law and they lifted all of those FCJ, fail to comply with judgment suspensions. Here in our court, you've got over $1,000 worth of tickets that you've received over the years that you haven't paid. You get stopped on February 9th for driving without any insurance and without a plate. And then you get stopped again on February 28th for the exact same thing. And they're just going to keep pulling you over every time they see you drive. And if I give you a fine, you aren't going to pay it. But right now, you're presumed to be not guilty on all these charges. So
Well,
my
because of
question
my
is,
status.
all right, well, you have a right to plead not guilty. Stop interrupting me.
of who I really
Stop
am.
interrupting me. Let me
I'm
finish.
sorry.
You have a right to plead not guilty on all of these charges, and I would never take that away from you. You have a right to have a trial, and it has to be proven beyond a reasonable doubt that you did it. The question is, do you want me to appoint a lawyer for you to help you with these cases?
Well, now a lawyer assistance, I don't want him to be my mouthpiece. Yeah, I'm thirsty.
Yeah, we shut off, you can go and have a drink. They shut off the
Yes.
water fountain.
As an assistant, yeah, but
How'd you get here today?
pardon,
How did you get here today?
a friend brought me.
All right, let's make sure you didn't drive here.
Yeah, a friend brought me.
All right, very good, very good. So you would accept an attorney as a legal advisor?
Advisor, but not as that's the only way. And if they don't want to present the argument, Judge, that I want to present, then I don't want them.
Well, your argument doesn't have any merit.
Well, can I speak now?
Yes.
It doesn't in the legal civil system. I understand that. But Judge, this legal system didn't create me. Judge, I know I've done a tremendous amount of research in this, a tremendous amount. I've had 20 years of just nothing but reading and stuff. And I do have pretty good knowledge of what I'm talking about. I may not be the best orator in the world, but I know that this system didn't make Keith Carlton.
Your oration's all right. It's
Huh?
just your oration is fine. You've always spoken well for yourself.
Wow.
It's just your whole concept. So you read a bunch of incorrect stuff for 20 years. Guess
Well,
what? I
then-
went to law school and I was a prosecutor for 23 years and I've been a judge for 22.
Well,
We have a different opinion about the law, and yours is, I don't care how much you read, we're not based on the Magna Carta or the Uniform Commercial Code. What deals with it is the Michigan Traffic Code and the Michigan Criminal Code. And you're driving around with no insurance, you're driving around with a suspended driver's license, you're driving around with no license plate. And we've been doing this for a long time. And I thought you were tired of it. I know I am. But if you will accept advisory counsel, I'm going to get a lawyer for you and set these.
I want one that knows the Constitution.
Well, all right, this is,
I mean,
well, no lawyer is going to do what you want them to do.
well, see, that's my point, Judge. That's my point. And I know the other system is there. You know,
What other system?
the constitutional system, the people's rights, unalienable rights. I know it's there.
Well, you have a right to travel. You don't have a right to drive.
Yeah,
You
but
don't have a right to drive around with no insurance. And you don't have a right to drive around with a handmade license plate. You have to follow the same rules that everybody else does if you want to operate a motor vehicle on a public roadway. in the
I
state
don't
of-
operate a motor vehicle.
Yeah, well, here we go. Yeah,
I operate an automobile, Judge. Judge, even in the statutes.
all right. I don't want to talk about this.
Yeah,
You've
that's what I
wasted
thought.
several days of my life having this theoretical discussion about your view of the world and mine, and we're never going to reconcile.
I'm
so-
not trying to give you a hard time, Judge. I'm not trying to give you a hard time.
Well, you are. Please take your hat off while you're here. in
Oh,
the
I'm sorry.
All right, I'm going to appoint some poor lawyer to try to assist you with this.
Where's he gonna be? Because you've clipped my wings, you know?
Well, I didn't. The Michigan
Well,
Secretary of
I
State
did.
says you can't drive a car. For one thing, you've got they cleared your record from all of your unpaid tickets. I looked at it, and every ticket you ever got was failed to comply with judgment.
Now, I paid some tickets, I know.
Well, you may have. You've got $1,000+ of unpaid tickets here. But all we're doing is kicking this can down the road. Ultimately, you have a right to have a trial. And the question will be, will it be in front of a judge or jury? But this poor, whoever I'm appointing to help you is going to have a struggle. Set attorney pretrial for March 31, 23. It is a condition of your bond in both cases that you not operate a motor vehicle on a public road. If you drive a car, I'm going to put you in jail. Traveling is a right. Driving is a privilege. And you've lost the privilege to drive many years ago. But if you drive again, if you get another ticket, I'm going to cancel the bond in both of these cases, and you'll sit in jail for 28 days until we get the matter to a trial. So you heard it here. Do not drive. You drove on February the 8th, allegedly, and then on February 28th, they arrested you for, or ticketed you for the same thing. So we'll take another shot at this. I suspect what you really want here is a trial and the right to have this matter proven beyond a reasonable doubt. You certainly have that. But your opinion on how things work and mine have never reconciled. And, but I don't want you to drive again. If you get another ticket, you heard what the consequence will be.
May I say something, Judge?
Yes, sir.
You just said you have, that I have the right to trial or to travel.
Mhm. Right.
That is a right.
Yes,
Is driving a privilege?
yes.
Well, why would a man that has a right to travel want to buy a privilege under pains and penalties? That doesn't seem logical to me. If I had the right to travel.
You've enjoyed having this philosophical debate with me for my whole career, and I don't want to engage in it anymore. We're going to get right to it. If we have a trial, and if you're found not guilty, so be it. If you're found to be guilty, then we'll proceed to sentence. But at this point, you are presumed to be innocent. You have a right to have an attorney with you, either as an advisory capacity or as your actual lawyer. My only concern is I don't want you driving around anymore on the Michigan roadway with no insurance and no license plate. If you do it again, I'll put you in jail. So you go to the court officer. He will get, you don't have to have a pretrial. I appointed the attorney to help you on both of them. I'll see you on March 31st. Good luck, sir. I'll see you in March.
Well, okay. Well, Judge, is this on the record?
Yes, it's all on the record.
Okay.
Thank
I
you.
object to this proceeding as a man.
All right, you have a
Man
right
of
to
God.
object.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. I should have appointed you on that
No.
case.
Mm-mm. I was sitting here thinking that. I was like, please
He's
don't let
been
me-
doing this longer than you've been alive.
Yeah, I arraigned him
Hmm.
on the other, for what he had the other thing for. And
Well-
that was the exact same explanation you gave, that traveling is a right, driving is a privilege. That's exactly what I said.